Read Pokemon story. And just put this here. Thank you for the one person that's been waiting this whole time. Whoever you are. Thank you. Alright. There we go. That's better. Okay. Alright, it's time to start Chapter 27, Mind Melee.
My melee?
Yep. We're still in the chapters that I had to replace, by the way. We're still in the chapters I had to rewrite recently.
Oh dear.
Earlier that day, Sabrina and her son Rill were sitting in the park in Saffron, the sun shining down on them. But the warmth did little to ease Rill's discomfort. He was holding his head, wincing at the pain that throbbed mercilessly. "It hurts so bad, Mom!" he said, his voice strained. Sabrina contemplated what to say for a moment, feeling deeply responsible for the state he was in. The fact that they had just come from the court dealing with the aftermath of Rill's earlier struggles wasn't helping matters. She put her arm around him, hoping to comfort him as best she could. "It will pass. This headache is due to you abusing your powers. It will take some time for it to go away. I'm so sorry," she said softly, her voice filled with concern. "No, Mom, it isn't your fault at all. I'm to blame for everything, even though I can't remember anything." "I know I hurt people," Rill admitted, his eyes welling with tears. Sabrina held him close, wishing she could take away his pain. "So you really don't remember anything?" she asked gently. Rill took a moment to process her question, still pressing his hand against his throbbing forehead.
Oh, we went back to those two? Seriously? It has been a while since we meet them.
Yeah.
It has been forever.
Let's see. It's hard to think, but no, the only thing I remember is some voice talking to me, he replied, his voice shaky.
It's Palpatine from across the universe.
It's Palpatine! Oh, hold on. I gotta share this link. Since this is my personal YouTube account, it doesn't get shared on the Strategy Guides Discord. I gotta send the link over real quick. Where is it? Ah, here we go. More Pokemon reading. There we go. That's sent, and we're back. Sabrina's heart sank at this revelation, feeling a mix of concern and fear. Could this be similar to when she was a child and created a friend using her mind? She thought about it for a moment before responding. What did the voice say? Rill was getting overwhelmed by the pain, and he rested his head on his lap, on her lap, not his own lap. That would not be comfortable at all. What did the voice say? Rested his head on her lap, trembling slightly. Sabrina gently ruffled his hair, trying to soothe him. "I can't remember the exact words. All I know is it promised me something. Some kind of deal?" he said, his voice barely above a whisper. Sabrina's worry deepened. The friend she had manifested with her powers as a child never made promises or deals. In fact, they were very much under her control, just a warm, friendly presence. "Mom, I want to go home," he said weakly, his distress evident. "Okay, Carrie, you ready to read?"
Yep. Yes, honey, let's go home, she replied, her voice calm and reassuring. Also, you want to grab some water before we do most of the reading?
Like, you want to just keep reading and I'll go grab some water?
Yeah. Even though I grab a glass of it. Okay. Her voice calm and reassuring. With a flash of teleportation, they were back in their house. The familiar surroundings providing some sense of comfort. Sabrina tucked Rio into bed, ensuring he was comfortable and warm. Just rest, okay? I will be right here. If you need anything, she promised, sitting beside him and watching as his eyes fluttered closed. Then he kicked open the front door of the gym with enthusiasm, adrenaline coursing through him. A friendly boy from earlier approached him with a smile. Ah, you have a good timing. The gym leader is back, he said, his eyes alight with excitement. Oh, finally! Danny exclaimed, really watching over him. You sure is overdramatic, Susan chuckled, shaking her head at Danny's eagerness. To start the gym challenge, step onto that pad over there, the boy instructed, pointing to a glowing teleporter pad in the corner of the room. Wasting no time, Danny ran ahead, excitement bubbling in his chest. The second he stepped on the pad, he was enveloped in a flash of light and teleported away. There goes again, Polly sighed. After him, Stephen shouted, urging the others to follow Danny as they all teleported out. Danny found himself in a room with tiled flooring and purple walls that had flowing blue lines of energy going across them. In the center of the room stood an old woman with her hair tied back in a bun and wide eyes. Welcome to the Saffron Gym. To reach the gym leader, you have to get past our army of psychic Pokemon, she declared, her voice shaking unnaturally. He quickly scanned the corners of the room and spotted more teleporter pads.
Okay, now I gotta look. I think there's a picture coming up. Let's see here. Okay, did that. Let's see here. Uh-huh. Oh, we actually missed a picture already. Hold on. Let's go back. Let's see. Huh. Alright, I think this is a good enough place to put it as any. We're not going to have quite as many pictures to work with in future streams because I'm not going to be making as many because I feel like that's kind of holding us up. But yeah, and
on the bright side though, sorry, you go on. You go on first.
Hold on, let me zoom this in a little bit. There we go. I think it was zoomed out a little bit, or I'm not sure. Whatever. So yeah, it's Rill and Sabrina. That you can see right through them, but it works.
Were they in therapy? It feels like they are in therapy.
Let's see.
Were they in therapy?
They just came from the courts. So yeah.
Oh man.
Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, now where we got? Here it goes again. Woman with hair tied in a bun with wild eyes. Okay, I think that's this one. And this is kind of how she looks in the games, by the way.
Jeez. Also, question. I saw there in Kanto, there's a guy called AJ as well. You probably name one of your characters after him, right? I think.
AJ?
Yeah.
I'm just looking ahead for the next picture. Let's see. Okay, that's not until the next battle. Okay, here we go. It's declared. These for teleportation. Okay, I think we started around here. Danny quickly scanned the corner and saw teleport pads. Must be a maze of teleportation. Maybe I should save my best Pokemon encounters for later then. Oh, my best psychic encounters for later then. Now face Drowsy! The woman shouted, thrusting her arm forward dramatically. Monsoon, let's do this! Danny yelled, releasing his Kingdra into the fray. Monsoon, you smokescreen! He shouted, his voice filled with determination. Drowsy, you psychic! The woman commanded. Moofy, that's my water. And she moved about in an unnatural way. Danny, Polly, and the others arrived, their eyes wide with confusion. What did we walk? I think this is incorrect. What did we walk into? Oh, we'll walk in on. I'm reading it wrong. It's actually not incorrect. What did we walk in on? Stephen exclaimed, taking in the bizarre scene. Monsoon created a dark, cloudy smoke screen throughout the area. However, the smoke was lifted into the air and flung across the room by Drowsy's psychic attack. Don't give up! Regain control with Hydro Pump! Denny shouted, his heart racing. The Dragon Pokemon unleashed a strong jet of water, redirecting it back to the middle of the battlefield. Not bad, child! The woman said. I like my old woman voice. Oh, it's kind of shaky.
Do we have somebody like that in the anime too?
Actually, she is shaking. It actually describes her as shaking here, so probably an appropriate voice. Shaking about in a way that made Danny and his friends uneasy. Now use agility in the smoke screen! The water dragon dove into the darkness, dashing about and raising its speed. Let's add our own little cloud, Drowsy. Time for poison gas, the woman ordered. Drowsy blew out a dangerous, toxic cloud that mixed with the black smoke, creating a noxious haze that filled the room. Dragon breath, now! Danny yelled, determination shining in his eyes. Monsoon rushed forward, and even in its poisoned state, landed a fiery attack on Drowsy. The psychic type became paralyzed and unable to move. Let's finish it with Twister, Danny commanded, his countenance glowing as he saw Drowsy struggle. Kingdra unleashed a powerful twister that trapped the Drowsy, whipping it around in a cyclone before flinging it to the other side of the room. The psychic Pokemon tried to stand, but ultimately collapsed, unable to fight. You may have defeated me, child, but your dragon is now poisoned, and there's no escape from this gym now! I mean, you could just go back through the teleporter that they just came in on. But okay. The old woman said, her voice dripping with unsettling mix of admiration and menace. Danny looked back, his heart sinking as he saw that the teleport pads were now inactive. Okay, that doesn't happen in the games. Okay, that's a twist. The old woman cackled, her laughter echoing off the wall, sending chills down Danny's spine. What do you mean? No, what do you mean no escape? Polly asked, her voice laced with worry. The only way forward. The only way is forward now. Oh, it's your turn.
Oh, it's me. Okay, yep. Wait. The only way is forward. The woman said, her voice carrying an ominous tone. Danny looked a little worried about Kingdra, his concern evident on his face. Don't worry, Danny. I would take on the next battle, Stephen said, trying to reassure his friend. Here, use this on Kingdra, Polly said, handing Danny a bottle. Well, the antidote? When did you... Danny asked, surprised. I thought we should be prepared. Polly replied, a determined look in her eyes. Danny looked at his sister, both shocked and pleased. Even though they had fought a lot, he knew she was always looking out for him. Thanks, he said, applying the antidote on to heal Kingdra. Of course, I got your back. In the next room, they found a boy leviating Pokeballs with his mind. About time. Some challengers showed up, he said in a cocky fashion. I got this, Stephen declared confidently. Now go, Mr. Mime! The boy shouted, releasing the clown-like creature that danced into the arena. What is that Pokemon? Susan asked, a little creeped out. Pocketed Sentry, Mr. Mime. The barrier Pokemon. Mr. Mime can create invisible barriers that can block attacks. It uses Mining's abilities to create illusions and confuse opponents. This Pokemon is known for its playful demeanor, but its defenses are formidable. Okay, Hot Spike, let's burn up this clown, Stephen shouted, determined blaze in his eyes. Both Pokemon stared at each other, their tension building in the air. That kind of is that how people the kids killed kill Pennywise or something?
Let's kill this clown.
Even though he's not a clown.
Yeah. Now heat it up with. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me see. When's the next picture showing up here? Oh, okay. We are. It's already here. It's already here. Okay, yeah, it's right around here. Looks good. Okay. Burn it up. Both Pokemon stared at each other. That's fast. That's the best. Mr. Bride, time for light screen, the boy called out, determination in his voice. Hot Spike unleashed a powerful streak of flames, but Mr. Mime put a wall of... Let me minimize that. Put a wall of light to block the attack, the flames dissipating against the shimmering barrier. In that case, use Flame Wheel! Steven shouted, his voice filled with confidence. Now use Reflect, the boy declared. He stood equally assertive. Ugh. Is there another picture coming up? Nah, not for a bit. Okay. I'll just read one more page. Hot Spike turned into a wheel of fire and rolled towards its foe, flames engulfing its body. However, once again, Mr. Mime blocked the attack with another wall of light, the impact creating a burst of energy that illuminated the room. This thing can really defend, Danny said, his frustration growing as he watched the battle unfold. How can Steven get through? Susan asked, her worry evident as she chewed her lip. Just needs a way to find a way to break through those defenses, Holly replied, her eyes fixed on the battle with keen interest. You'll have to do more than that than put up walls to beat us, Steven declared, his determination shining through. Oh, Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime has more than that. Hold on, let me do that. There we go. Mr. Mime has more than that. Use Psybeam, the boy commanded. Mr. Mime unleashed a sparkling ray of psychic might, the attack shimmering as it sped towards Hot Spike. Dodge it! Steven shouted, but it was too late. Hot Spike was struck and fell back, struggling to maintain its balance. Hang in there. Let's show them our defenses. Keep using Defense Curl, Steven exclaimed, hoping to bolster Hot Spike's resilience. Hot Spike curled up, its body glowing as it continued to raise its defense. Stop it! Hit it with another Psybeam, the boy commanded, his confidence unwavering. Mr. Mime prepared for another powerful psychic move. Dodge it, use Rollout! Steven shouted, hoping for a tactical advantage. Hot Spike managed to avoid the attack and started rolling around the ground, gaining momentum. That's it! Now hit it! Steven added his voice filled with encouragement. Okay, I guess you can take over, Carrie.
Yep, okay. Hold up, let me just...
Oh, wait, we got a comment. Hey, hello! Hey, Jesse, how's it going? And hello, Drexton. Interesting.
What a name.
Favorite Kanto star? Oh, probably Charmander. Though, oddly enough, it was actually Blastoise that got me interested in the game, because it's a turtle with cannons on its back, and I just saw that, and I was like, yes, please! But it was really funny when I started playing Pokemon, because I was not into turn-based combat at all. So at first I was like, no, it's turn-based! Boo! But the more I played, the more I got into it, and I've just been hooked ever since.
Probably will like Fire Emblem because it's also turn-based and also it has anime characters. I'm joking. They are not anime characters, but they become more animes instead.
They become more and more, like, especially in Engage. My gosh, Engage.
They specifically find let's see, I think that in Awakening they got a mangaka, and then they got well, Awakening and Fates they got a mangaka. That went well, and then the Free Houses and Free Hopes they got an artist that works for light novels. Yeah, and then Engage they got who was that? They got artists who work for making VTubers. We got a huge range of artists.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Where were we? Oh,
Let's see, where are we?
Okay.
Block it with barrier, the boy commanded, but Mr. Mine easily protected itself from the rolling fire type. Don't give up! Keep using road out non-stop! I feel like that dude is Fire Spike is going to be like motion sickness.
Motion sickness, yeah. A lot of Pokemon should have motion sickness.
Stephen urged, his eyes locked on the battle. But move around the arena, striking Mr. Mine's barriers again and again, but the barriers held strong. It's no use! Nothing can get past these barriers! The boy shouted, frustration creeping into his voice. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. Stephen smirked, his confidence unwavering. Just then, Mr. Mine's barrier cracked under the relentless pressure. This is it! Now use Flame Wheel! Roll out! Stephen ordered, his excitement building to a peak. No! Use Psybeam! The boy yelled, desperation creeping into his tone. But there was no time. Horsebite smashed through the weakened barrier, the flames surrounding it, creating a fiery spectacle. It collided with Mr. Mine, sending the clown Pokemon flying across the arena, where it landed with a thud, fainted and unable to continue. Way to go, Horsebite! Stephen celebrated, pumping his fist in the air. Rhoda broke through in the end! Polly laughed, her eyes sparkling with delight. Did you learn that from Whitney? Danny asked, chuckling at the moment. Hey, Whitney didn't invent it, you know, Stephen said, sounding annoyed but unable to hide his smile. The boy recalled Mr. Mine, his expression a mix of surprise and frustration. They continued on to the next room, where they found another old woman waiting for them. Oh, great. Danny sighed, feeling a sense of deja vu.
Deja vu.
Deja vu.
Deja vu. Impressive, young trainers. You're close to the gym leader now, but you still have to get past me, she said in a creepy fashion, just like the last old lady. This disturbed Susan, who quickly hid behind Polly, her eyes wide with apprehension. It's my turn again. Okay, I'm ready to go. Then he hopped forward, determination replacing his unease. Now face slow, bro! The woman declared, releasing her Pokemon with a flourish. I'm counting on you, Legend 2! Denny shouted as he called forth his Dragonite, the majestic creature appearing with a powerful flap of its wings. Slow, bro! Freeze it with Blizzard! The woman ordered, voice steady and commanding. Extreme speed! Get behind it! Danny shouted in a panic, knowing he had to act quickly. Legend 2 barely evaded the icy blast, swooping in behind its opponent with impressive agility. Perfect! Now use Thunder Punch! Danny called out, his confidence growing. Legend 2 readied her sparkling claws, but her sparking, not sparkling, her sparking claws. But the old woman was quick to respond. Withdraw quick! She commanded. Slowbro blocked the attack with a shelter on its tail, absorbing some of the impact. Despite this, it still took damage and was knocked back, wobbling slightly on its feet. Now disable an icy wind! The woman ordered, her eyes glinting with determination. Slowbro trapped Legend 2 in a field of psychic energy, slowing it down with the frosty wind that whipped through the arena. Break out and use Thunderbolt! Danny shouted, his voice ringing with urgency. Amnesia, go! The woman responded, her strategy clear. Let's see. I guess you can take over now.
Okay. Sorry, I keep keep staying hydrated, Legend, to escape the psychic confinement, unleashing a bolt of lightning that struck the water psychic type. However, Slowbro managed to hang on, using amnesia to bolster his special defense, though it looked visibly strained now. Attack now with attack now with ice beam! The woman commanded, her tone unyielding. The light screen and Fury Cutter over and over. Light screen and Fury Cutter over and over. Danny shouted with confidence, knowing he had to keep the pressure on. Legend 2 quickly set up a protective barrier, blocking the dangerous ice beam that shot towards it. Great! Now Fury Cutter, go! Danny commanded, his voice filled with excitement. With a burst of speed, a Legend dashed in, landing successive cuts on Slowbro with sharp claws. The water psychic type struggled under relentless attacks, its determination wavering. Get up! Don't let up! Danny encouraged, watching as each attack chipped away at Slowbro's reserve. Finally, with one last powerful cut, Slowbro collapsed to the ground, unable to continue the fight. Here you go, Legend 2! Danny celebrated, pumping his fist in the air. The old woman recalled Slowbro. Her expression a mix of surprise and grudging respect. Very impressive, young trainer. You have proven your strength, she said, her voice losing some of its ominous tone. Thanks, we are ready for the gym leader, Danny replied, a mixture of excitement and adrenaline coursing through him. Yeah, let's get that badge, Steven said, excitement bubbling in his voice. As they walked past the woman, she suddenly shouted, "Ooh, ah!" making her jump at Susan, making her jump in surprise. Polly couldn't help but chuckle a bit as Susan grabbed onto her arm.
Okay, and there's actually a picture. Where is it? Here it is. Boop. It's like, jump scare! Yeah. The old
Not
woman
as scary as that one time baby Lambert trying to jump scare us, though. Wait, that wasn't Lambert.
The old woman cackled, clearly enjoying the moment. Together they entered the teleporter and found themselves in a wide arena with an angular structure in the back. Standing there was a woman they all recognized. "It's you!" Danny exclaimed, his eyes widening with recognition. So you five finally made it here. I knew you would come," Sabrina said, pointing to her head and smiling. Pointing to her head and smiling. Oh, I get it, because she's a psychic. None of them knew what to say. The terror caused by Sabrina's son, Rill, was still a fresh memory in their minds. It was Danny who spoke first. "How is Rill doing?" he asked, concern evident in his voice. Sabrina smiled softly and replied, "He's suffering headaches from using the Psi Orb. He's resting at home." To everyone's surprise, Sabrina bowed her head, a gesture of humility. "Danny, Polly, everyone, words cannot express how sorry I am that my son caused you so much trouble. He has been punished already." Let's see.
Oh, no. Is that you? Is it still you? Yeah, I think it's still you, yeah.
Oh, yeah, hold on, let me just check something. Okay. I think I was going to draw a picture of that, but I never got around to it. So, moving on. "Oh no, please, you don't have to," Polly began, but Danny interrupted gently. "It's okay. We know you tried your best to help him." Sabrina ended her bow and smiled once again, tears glistening in her eyes. "Then allow me to thank you for helping save my son from himself," she said, her voice choked with emotion. We're just glad it all worked out," Steven said, looking relieved. "Yes. Now please don't cry," Talon added, his tone sincere. It's all okay now. It's all okay. I think I messed something up here. Hold on, let me fix this.
Yeah, let's just move forward. Yeah, you repeated it again.
Let's just move forward, Susan said, looking very pleased as she tried to shift the atmosphere, looking back to
Is
excitement.
she? Was she in Kanto or something? Was she in Kanto or not really? I don't think that she is in the first gen, right?
Well, Sabrina?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in the first gen.
Did she move her house or something? Are we still in Kanto?
So we're in Kanto.
Okay.
Yeah. You're right. A gym leader should show a little decorum. You're right. A gym leader should show a little decorum. Sabrina laughed, her demeanor shifting back to a more serious tone. So, Danny, Steven, are you ready to face my psychic Pokemon? She asked, her mood turning serious as she prepared for the battle. Of course, the boys said in unison, their determination evident. I can't talk today.
That's okay.
Then how about you battle me as a team? Sabrina proposed, a glint of challenge in her eyes. Wow, battle you together? Danny asked, looking at her with a mix of excitement and apprehension. Sure, let's do it, Danny, Stephen declared, his competitive spirit ignited. Then this will be a 2-on-2 Pokemon battle. Now come on out, Sabrina said, making her Pokemon balls float down elegantly.
Wait, so who are the others in her gym then? Are those her relatives or something? Because all of them knows how to use psychic. This isn't the X-Men Academy. What the hell?
This is not an X-Men Academy. There were actual people, believe it or not, in the original Pokemon anime, in the Saffron City gym, there were actual people in the gym studying how to use psychic abilities. I can honestly say I don't know how that was all managed, considering Sabrina was a psycho in that part of the story. It's like, yes, I will allow you to learn how to bend spoons. But I will also turn you into dolls, ah!
Maybe someone before she came to like her ancestors has discovered something about Mew and then put some of Mew's DNA into themselves for laughs and giggles, and then they learn how to do psych power. Hey, holy shit, that's a bit messed up.
Okay, I guess it's your turn.
Okay, I like this guy is annoying. We're trying to get him in ZA. What the hell? Right? Right? That was him, right?
Oh, hold on. There you go. Oh yeah, that was him.
Alakazam appeared, wielding his spoons menacingly. Menacingly!
Menacingly! Spoons!
His eyes sharp and focused. Then, from the shadows, a cheerful Gengar emerged, looking around, making a silly face before bursting into laughter, spinning in circles. That's not a psychic Pokemon! Then he explained, bewildered. Hey, that's no rule that a gym leader has to use one type of Pokemon. This is my old friend. Be nice to him. If Vic wants to fight, then that's fine with me, Sabrina said, patting Gengar on the head affectionately. Can you imagine if somebody trying to challenge Mariko and then saying like, why is Gengar here? I thought that you used dragons, and you're like, Jew is different. Shut up. What's wrong with you?
Okay.
So I was saying, like, if somebody decided to challenge Mariko, and then they were like, wait, I thought that you like dragons, and also Brixie, and why are you having a Gengar? And then you're like, Jew is different. Shut up. To be a 2-on-2 Pokemon battle, you better choose your Pokemon wisely, she added, serious tone returning to her voice. Danny already reached for his Pokeball. Then I choose Deceiver, he exclaimed, releasing his mischievous into the arena. Unfortunately, she still cannot evolve until you get into the next gen or something. I think
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, Mr. Viss couldn't evolve at this point.
You sure you don't want to use Tyranitar, or was Stephen said, looking worried as he eyed Danny's choice. Look, Stephen, my dad has a Gengar too. Her name's Trickster, and someday I want to battle my dad. This will be a good training for Deceiver. Actually, who do you prefer anyways? Because it's like they are both ghosts.
That's a good question. I think I might like Miss
No,
Magius a little bit more than
I
Gengar.
thought you were going to say I thought that you were going to say what kind of choice is that? I prefer Boo Bell.
Boo Bell.
Boo Bell win by a landslide.
Boo Bell is shiny. But I do have them all as shiny. I believe it or not, I do have all of them as shiny in Pokemon Go.
Wow. Okay. Even Lambert.
I think I do have a shiny Litwick. I think no, I think they were all Community Day Pokemon except for Mischievous. So that's how I have most of them as shiny.
Let's see. Okay. I would choose Silver first. Stephen declared, tossing out his forest which landed with a clunk, ready for battle. Ew, I can't read. Wait, you sure you don't want to use Scammery or Feraligatr or something? Danny asked, glancing at Stephen's choice. Now you are questioning my choice. Stephen said, sounding annoyed. Come on, just start the battle already! Polly, Susan, and Talon shouted in unison, their excitement palpable as they prepared to watch the showdown. Sabrina raised her hand, signaling the start of the match. Alakazam used Psychic!
The air shimmered as Alakazam unleashed a wave of psychic energy towards Danny and hold on, the YouTube music stopped. What? Why'd you... Oh, YouTube does this every once in a while. They'll be like, you are not actually watching this. We are going to pause the video. I'm like, I have it playing in the background, you jerks. Okay, start the music again. There we go. Music's back. Hooray. Okay, now where was I? Shimmered as Alakazam unleashed a wave of psychic energy towards Danny and Steven's Pokemon. Deceiver, dodge and use Confuse Ray, Danny commanded, hoping to turn the tide in their favor. Silverfort, use Curse now, Steven ordered, the determination in his voice. Gengar, show that bug a true curse. And Moofy is climbing my chest right now, kitted cat. Let's see.
Not the lion.
Sabrina called out, her confidence unwavering. Alakazam managed to grab hold of Deceiver, flinging her about with ease. Thankfully, the ghost type was able to break free through sheer will, and she retaliated with a Confuse Ray, making Alakazam wobble and hurt itself in confusion. Silverfort raised its attack and defenses at the cost of speed, readying itself for the next move. But Gengar got a horrible curse on Silverfort, sacrificing some of its health to strengthen the effect. Now is our chance, Deceiver! Use Shadow Ball on Gengar! Danny yelled, hoping to turn... dodge it, Gengar! And Alakazam, use Fire Punch on Feretris! Sabrina shouted, her eyes sharp with focus. Silverfort, wait for it to get close! Steven yelled, stretching the best he could. Gengar narrowly avoided Deceiver's Shadow Ball, barely inches away from the attack. Meanwhile, Alakazam lit its hand on fire and searched for it. I know that it's preparing for a fire punch, but wouldn't that be funny if Alakazam was like, ah, my hand!
Wait, what happened? What did I miss?
I was saying, like, Alakazam. It says here that Alakazam lit its hand on fire. It's obviously doing this to get ready to use a fire punch, but I thought it would be funny if he, like, lit his hand on fire. Oh God, it hurts!
Oh yeah, he was he's holding spoons, and spoons are made of metal, and then he was like, "This would be fun," and then.
Okay. let me get the YouTube page back up. Okay, here wait, we got people said. Do you like Pokemon? Wait, is this the same?
What?
No,
Huh?
I guess this is the same. That's weird. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. No, it's showing up fine. I don't know why, let me just refresh this real quick. Ah, Moofy! Stop doing that! Oh, this is the wrong... Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong video here. There we go. Okay, now I can see the comments over here. Good. Alright, okay, moving on. Let's see. Raise a chance. Use Shadow Ball and Gengar. Dodge it. Dodge it, Gengar. And Alakazam. Use Fire Power. Okay, I'm getting back to where I was. Wait for it to get close. Gengar narrowly avoided Deceiver's Shadow Ball, barely inches away from the attack. Meanwhile, Alakazam lit his hand on fire and surged forward. Pin Missile! Stephen commanded. Silverfort unleashed a barrage of sharp pins that pierced into Alakazam, causing it to fall back. However, Stephen's expression turned concerned as he noticed the toll the curse was taking on Silverfort. Gengar, Shadow Ball, Mischievous! Gengar, Shadow Ball, Mischievous! Alakazam, recover! Sabrina ordered, her tone commanding. The deceiver, use Shadow Ball too! Denny exclaimed, urging his Pokemon on. I'm gonna let you read for a bit, Carrie. I gotta go wash my mouth since Moofy just shoved his paw in my mouth!
Your mouth is so fluffy! Wait, where are you? Oh, jeez. Wait, where did you stop? Where do you want me to catch up?
The top, the very top.
Okay, okay. Silverfort use curse again. Deceiver and Gengar's shadow balls clashed in midair, creating a massive explosion that lit up the arena. The shock sent both Pokemon skidding back, but Alakazam was quick to recover. His health revitalized by Sabrina's command. Silverfort, meanwhile, bolsters his hair even further, but continued to take damage from the curse. Running out of time, Stephen thought, his heart racing as he realized Silverfort couldn't last much longer. Steve, it's all or nothing. I've got an idea. Have Silverfort use curse one more time. Danny suggests, his voice steady with conviction. But that doesn't have much, Stephen argued, hesitating to put Silverfort in harm's way. We can win this together, please trust me. Danny said, looking at his friend seriously. His determination shining in his eyes. Stephen was confused but then nodded, realizing the strength of their teamwork. Okay, you got it. Use curse! He ordered, committing to the plan. He's up to something again, Susan smiled, sensing a shift in energy. There's my little bro, Polly laughed, her eyes twinkling with pride. Let's end it, Gengar! Use hypnosis on Mischievous! Then Alakazam, eat his dreams! But can he do that? Can Alakazam eat dreams like Drowsy?
Yeah,
Those creepy ass guys.
It's a TM, so you'd be surprised how many Pokemon can learn Dream Eater.
Like who?
Oh wow. Oh gosh. Hold on. Dream Eater. Dream Eater. Here we go. Pokemon, here we go. Dream Eater move. The Dream Eater move can be learned by, once this loads properly, Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar, Drowsy, Hypno, Galarian Articuno, Hoot Hoot, Knocked Out, Routes, Curlia, Gardevoir. Yes, Gardevoir can eat dreams.
My dudes my owls can learn how to eat dreams too. Woo!
Darkrai. That makes sense. That makes all the sense in the world, actually. Muna, Musharna also have to do with dreams, so that makes sense. More lol. That's just a mushroom. Why can a mushroom eat three? Oh, it's a fairy type. Okay.
What?
Sheenatic, which is another mushroom, and Lunala. Sure, the psychic bat. Let's go with that. Oh, psychic ghost bat. My complaint. Gulpin? Gulpin can eat dreams, but it's just a little puddle of poison. What? Chimecho can eat dreams? Well, Chimecho, you're... What? I expected more from you. What the heck? Orangaroo, just a random gorilla can eat dreams. Oh my god. Okay, now this is when it gets crazy. These are the Pokemon that can learn it from a TM. Butterfree can eat dreams. A regular butterfly can eat dreams.
I mean, like, if you are tripping on drugs, you probably can see butterflies in your dreams. Maybe it can eat your dreams or something. Have you ever thought about something about that?
It's like Clefairy, Clefable, Ninetales, Jigglypuff. Well, that kind of makes sense, I guess. Venomoth. A moth can eat... Well, it shoots out psychic attacks, so I guess that makes sense. Meowth. It's just a regular cat. A regular cat can eat dreams. Moofy, don't eat my dreams. Okay, psychics makes sense. Slowbro, yeah, that makes sense. Any psychic type makes sense. Executor. Licky Tongue! Licky Tongue! Chansey can eat dreams? What?
Wait, the fairies can eat dreams? Seriously?
Lapras can eat dreams? Sure, why not? Porygon, just a program made by humans can eat dreams. YouTube.
What? Oh.
YouTube, Mew makes sense. Hoot Hoot! Hoot Hoot can eat dreams!
Well, you did say that they know. Can they learn how the? I don't think the owls are psychic types, right? They're so far the owls that we got.
Yeah.
I don't think that they are.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me just. Okay. Yama, random, but okay. I'm not gonna go through the whole list because it goes on for a long time. The point is, there's a lot of Pokemon that can eat dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get back to it.
Oh no! Gengar sends out a hypnotic waves that make the Silver Fairy sleep. Susan exclaimed, and as Susan exclaimed, her eyes wide as she watched. Alakazam was now moving into the Silver Streams, but the little ghost Pokemon chewed something and then stuck out her tongue and winked. That's what crystal berries are for. Danny laughed, realizing the strategy. What? Sabrina looked surprised, momentarily caught off guard.
Okay, I just realized there's like 2 pictures we forgot to post. Or I forgot to post, rather. They take place way earlier in the battles. Let's see. These things are terribly sorted. Oh, okay, there is a nice one with Sabrina. Okay, I got 3 pictures here that weren't posted that I'm going to post right now. Okay, so we need to go back to the battle with Mr. Mime. Let's see. Mr. Mime. I think it was back up here. Yeah, it was up here. Barriers again, held strong. Flame Weld rollout, use Psybeam, blah blah blah. Way to go, Hot Spike, Rope Fruit. Okay, right here. There we go, we got that picture. And it was this point that I realized that Mr. Mime is made up of nothing but circles and rectangles. Almost.
One way to decide to do character design, I suppose.
And then we got let's see.
Wait, Spike again? When did he get a Quilava or something?
Oh, that's Steven's Quilava.
Okay.
Let's see, and then we got the one for Slowbro, the battle with Slowbro.
He's not going to turn into a regular. He's just going to turn into a regular Typhlosion, right? Not the one that we got from Hisuian. That one is actually pretty cool looking. Not gonna lie, even though you didn't pick him.
Let's see. No, not that one. This one. Oop. There we go. Got that picture, and then we go down here. Okay, here we go. And then we got this picture here. There we go. Got a little picture of Sabrina. Here we go. Okay, now we got to get back to where we were. Let's see. Scroll down. Fire punch, Feretris. We did the pin missile. Okay. Unleash the barrage of sharp pins. As well as the Deceiver use Shadow Ball. There's an extra quote here that shouldn't be here, I think. Deceiver and Gengar's Shadow Balls clashed in midair, creating a massive explosion that lit up the arena. The shockwaves sent both Pokemon skidding back, but Alakazam was quick to recover. Its health revitalized by Sabrina's commands. Silverfort, meanwhile, bolstered its stats even further, but continued to take damage from Curse. Running out of time, Steven thought, his heart racing as he realized Silverfort couldn't last much longer. Steven, it's all or nothing. I got an idea. Have Silverfort use Curse one more time. But it doesn't have much, argued, hesitating to put Silverfort in harm's way. We can win this together. Please trust me, Danny said, looking at his friend seriously, determination shining in his eyes. Steven was confused, but then nodded, realizing the strength of their teamwork. Okay, you got it. Silverfort, use Curse. Danny's up to something, Susan smiled, sensing a shift in the energy. That's my little bro. Polly laughed, her eyes twinkling with pride. I think I'll just continue through the next page, because that was like half picture. Let's end it, Gengar. Use Hypnosis on Mischievous. Then Alakazam, eat its dreams. Sabrina commanded. Gengar. Gengar sent out hypnotic waves that made Deceiver. Oh, that's right. We already read this. Berries and all that. What? Here we go. Deceiver, pick up Silverfort and wrecking ball that Gengar. Danny shouted, seizing the moment. Deceiver lifted Silverfort with its mind and slammed it into Gengar. The combined attack overwhelming the ghost type, knocking it out thanks to the buffed attack stat. Okay. And this is, I think, is the final picture for this chapter. Whoa. Yep, that's the final picture. Carrie, you want to read this?
Oh, wait, hold on. Alakazam, hurry and lock down Mischievous with Shadow Ball! Sabrina yelled urgency in her tone. Danny, throw Silverfort! Stephen exclaimed, catching onto the plan. You heard him! You heard him! Deceiver! Danny added, his heart racing. With that, the ghost Pokemon hurled Silverfort forward straight into the oncoming Shadow Ball. Recover from this explosion! Whoa, okay. Stephen declared, determination fueling his words. Silverfort broke through the Shadow Ball, unleashing a massive blast that exploded right in Alakazam's face, knocking out both Pokemon in a stunning display. Sabrina's surprise quickly turned into admiration. You got me. Great teamwork, you two, she said, her voice warm and encouraging. She then held up her hand, making two badges floating onto Danny's and Stephen's hands. This is the Marsh badge, proof that you have defeated my psychic power. Thanks, Sabrina, Stephen replied, elation in his voice. Yeah, thanks. Free to go. Woohoo! Danny said, as he admired the badge in his hand. Good job, Danny, Susan said, walking up to him with a proud smile. You're full of surprises. Danny Talon chuckled, clearly impressed with Danny's strategic thinking. Polly just smiled and playfully messed with her brother's hair, which annoyed him but also made him smile in return. Together with Sabrina, they made their way to the exit of the gym. So, where are you up to now? The gym leader asked, her curiosity piqued.
Celadon City. I know there's a gym there, Danny replied, enthusiasm shining through. Ah,
By the way,
Erica's...
there's sorry. Is it a anime only thing? Because we know that May goes into battle, but instead of going into regular gym battles, she goes into like something like, I don't know, beauty, making her Pokemon look beautiful or something. Beauty battle.
Yeah, Pokemon contest. That wasn't added until the 3rd generation. Where you
Wait, that's a real thing in the games too.
Oh yeah, it was in Toen and Sinnoh, and it's brought back in some of the remakes. And it's like all your Pokemon moves work differently, and you use it to appeal to the audience to get points and stuff. It's very different from battling.
Huh. Very interesting. I suppose that they make her do that instead of fighting, like usually player character did.
Yeah.
Did most of the time to promote the new thing. You know, girl. It's like, you know, girls can also do battle in their own way too, not just only fighting in what their male counterparts can do.
Yeah.
And it's on a different level.
Yeah. Erica's gym. Ah, Erica's gym. She uses grass Pokemon, Sabrina said, nodding thoughtfully. A grass gym? That's perfect! I can't wait to see it! Susan exclaimed, her excitement infectious as they stepped outside. Why does it say it stepped outside twice? I'm just gonna delete this first one. This is dumb. As they stepped outside, the sun shone brightly, casting a warm glow on the group. Danny felt a sense of accomplishment wash over him, the marsh badge feeling heavy in his pocket, as a reminder of their hard-fought victory. Let's make our way to Celadon City, then, Danny said, turning to his friends with a determined grin. Yeah, I can't wait to see what surprises Erica has in store for us, Stephen agreed, competitive spirit still buzzing from the battle. Polly and Susan exchanged excited glances, eager for the next adventure. Just be careful, okay? Grass types can be tricky. Just be careful, okay? Grass types can be tricky, Talon warned, though he seemed smiled reassuringly. As they started walking, the path wound... I don't know. I don't feel like this is a Talon line. I feel like that's more of a Susan line. Because I feel like she would know more about grass Pokemon. There we go. That feels more like a Susan line right there. As they
I didn't know that May's project turned into a flame chicken that can beat the hell out of you.
Yeah, it's turned into a flame chicken.
They can kick the shit out of you. So, excuse my potty mouth.
It's like Torchic. It's like Torchic, a chicken found in the rest of the world. Blaziken, a chicken found in Australia.
It's like, I'm so cute and I can't do no harm. And then later on, it's like, do you even know how much I have suffered?
Let's see. As they started walking, the path wound through vibrant hills and fields, filled with blooming flowers and greenery. The scenery was breathtaking, and the sound of rustling leaves and distant Pokemon cries...
Wait, actually, speaking of Australia, sorry for interrupting again. You know they have these scary birds called castleberries.
Oh yeah, I know about those.
In one of the Chinese names, literally just calls it eat turkey. It just calls it eat turkey. Literally, the Chinese translation name is just that. It's just like eat and then turkey. Or maybe eat fire chicken. That's what its translation name is. It was really bizarre. And then my friend was like, seriously? You can get kicked to death by a chicken like that?
Wow.
You never know. Everything in Australia is out for blood.
Yeah. Let's see. They started... Oh, the music stopped again. Wait, no, there it goes. Okay. They started walking the bathrooms, blah, 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 blah. I already read this part. Danny couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, glancing over his shoulder every now and then. But he saw nothing out of the ordinary. What's up? Polly asked, noticing her brother's distracted demeanor. No, it's nothing. Let's go, Danny replied, brushing off with his unease. He didn't realize a few feet away, hiding behind a tree, was Rill, watching them with conflicted emotions. The boy reached out for a moment, wanting to apologize for everything that had happened, but the fear of rejection held him back, and he quickly recoiled. For now, he decided to give them time, hoping he would muster the courage to approach them later. As he watched Danny and his friends walk away, a pang of regret filled his heart, but he knew that he needed to respect their space. Meanwhile, Danny, Stephen, Polly, Talon, and Susan continued down the path towards Celadon City, their spirits high. How long is this so far? 1 hour. Well, I can go for longer. What do you think?
Do you want to just chill out or something, read manga or something later on or something? I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, like, we can finish up this chapter or the next one if you want to.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see how far we get.
Yep.
Chapter 8: The Garden Goodbye. I'm just gonna. Well, we'll just ignore these. These are just picture ideas. I only got around to making like one picture, but well, we'll get to that. Route 7, Danny's friends decided to take a break at a quiet playground. They watched the small children run around pretending to be Pokemon. I'm a Charizard, so I can fly, the boy declared, flapping his arms dramatically. Oh yeah, well I'm a Gyarados, roar! Another boy shouted, thing to thrash in the grass. Danny chuckled as Polly handed him a sandwich. Look at them. Talk about silly, immature kids, he said, taking a big bite. I would talk about maturity if I were you, Danny. Polly laughed, shaking her head. She then handed sandwiches to Stephen and Talon, who settled down beside them to enjoy their meal. Meanwhile, Susan was off to the side, engrossed in her Poké gear. Her 5 sisters crowded around the screen, each wearing their classic kimonos. Wow, I can't believe you went through all that. Hold on. I think I could. I think I may have not actually made more than one picture for this chapter, but I think we can, because her sisters are actually canon characters from the anime.
Mm-hmm.
Kimono Girls, Pokemon anime. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, they're kind of here. Yeah. Do. Actually, let me just go to the Wikipedia article on this. Let's see.
What is it?
Oh wait, Bulbapedia article? Ah, here we go. Let's see. Where's the anime? Manga, anime. Here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna share this with you real quick, and then I gotta remember to go back to the other one. Go back to you. Share the screen.
May's Japanese name is the same as Helga's from Late Escape. Interesting.
Oh yeah, I did know that. Okay, here we go. So these are Susan's sisters here. Well, adopted sisters, yes. Can you see them?
Wait, let me take a look. Whoa, the music. Yeah, they do put up their hair like that, and back then everyone's face looked like that. What the heck?
Wow, that's old school Pokemon anime for you. Are there any more pictures? Let's see. I guess that's kind of it. Oh well, you got to see him anyway. All right, let me just let's share the other screen again. Okay, there you go. Okay, here we go. Let's take a break and blah 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 blah. That's a standard sandwich. Okay, here we go. I showed you her sisters. Now let's get into it. Wow, I can't believe you went through all that, maybe Kum or Kume? Exclaimed, her eyes wide with excitement. Susan had given her sisters a quick rundown of her adventures with Danny and Polly. Yeah, it's been quite a lot, Susan said, reflecting on the journey so far. We're so happy with how much you've grown, Sakura added, voice filled with pride. Yeah, and your new hairstyle is beautiful. Tamal chimed in, her compliment making Susan blush. Her eyes averted shyly as she scratched her head, a smile creeping on her face. What? No, I haven't changed that much. It's Danny and Polly who've grown. She glanced over at Danny, who was struggling to choke down his sandwich while Polly was patting him on the back, trying to help him recover. Tell and Stevens shared a laugh at the scene, clearly enjoying Danny's antics. I don't know. It sounds to me like you've grown a lot yourself, Susan. Sasuke smiled, her words bringing a warm smile, a warm glow to Susan's cheeks. Feeling buoyed by the praise, Susan returned her focus to her sister, who was eager to share more about their journey. So, what will you do when your journey ends? Sakura asked, catching Susan off guard. It was a question she hadn't considered amidst all the fun she had been having with Polly and Danny. Well, the fun and the fact that their lives have been threatened multiple times. She thought about it for a moment. I don't know. I guess I'll just go home to be with you all, she replied. A strange feeling washed over her, as if she worried they might not accept her back. Why were these thoughts creeping in now? Scissors didn't respond right away, and the silence hung in the air. Well, of course, you're her sister, and you always will be. Sumomo. Well, that's an interesting name. Sumomo. Sumomo. Sumomo said reassuringly. We'll look forward to your return then, Kume added, her smile warm. But Susan, I think this adventure has been good for you. I'd say you should think about what you really want in the future. Sasuke spoke up, her voice thoughtful. What I want, Susan murmured, once again drifting into deep thought. Okay, Carrie, it's your turn.
Let's go. Oh, dear God. No, for now, just enjoy the journey, Sakura said with a gentle nod. Yeah, we will talk again soon. Tamao waved, her enthusiasm infectious. Yeah, I will call again, Susan said, her determination returning as she ended the call. What I want, she repeated to herself, her mind racing with possibilities. Her gaze was drawn to the playground, where she saw children sliding down Legends 2 back, laughter filling the air. What has happened? She exclaimed, her eyes wide with surprise. Danny wanted to show the kids some real Pokemon. Polly smiled, watching the scene with fondness. I thought she was going to pull out her sketchpad and start drawing or something. But that's adorable. Let me whip this up. Susan observed as Danny interacted with the children, directing them, sharing stories about his Dragonite. You know, he's still my annoying little brother, but he has a good heart. Polly said softly, her voice filled with affection. Watching Danny have fun, Susan felt a sense of appreciation for him swell within her. After waving goodbye to the kids, the group made their way back to the main path. The tall buildings of Celadon City were already appearing on the horizon. Wow, Celadon already? Susan exclaimed, her excitement bubbling over. Yeah, Saffron and Celadon is super close to each other, Polly replied, glancing at the skyline. Danny was staring at his Pokeballs, a wild smile on his face. That works for me! My Pokemon are ready to kick some grass! He grinned, clearly enjoying the pun. Oh, Danny! Polly shouted, looking offended.
What? I didn't say a bad word, Danny replied, sticking his tongue out playfully. Still, if Mom heard you, Polly said, her expression disapproving. The two siblings continued their bickering, and Susan couldn't help but chuckle. She'd gotten used to their quarrels at this point. It was strange, but their presence was comforting to her, regardless of the shenanigans Danny was causing. Hot Spike and F-15 are ready for action, Steven said, staring at his own Pokeballs with determination. It's always fun seeing the crazy strategy guys. Strategy guys? That's the name of our channel.
You are super, what's that thing called? You are super self-aware in your fake, surprisingly.
It's always fun seeing the crazy strategies, you guys. I can't believe I blended them together. That's funny. Strategies you guys come up with, Talon said. Talon added, smiling at them, as Danny and Steven began discussing their opening moves for the upcoming battle. As Susan listened to their banter, her thoughts drifted back to the gym. She had almost forgotten they were heading to a grass gym. She had always been fond of grass-type Pokemon. Her dear Jungla is a testament to that love. She couldn't wait to see all the beautiful flowers and plants they kept there. Images of vibrant greenery and blooming petals filled her mind, and she felt a flutter of excitement in her chest. "Hey, what are you thinking about?" Polly asked, noticing Susan's distant expression. "Oh, just imagining all the beautiful plants at the gym," Susan said, smiling as she looked out into the distance. "I bet Jungla is really going to love it there," Polly added, glancing at Susan's Pokeball. Susan remembered the day she caught Jungla in Johto, when she was much younger. "Yeah, I know it will," she replied, feeling a sense of nostalgia. They finally arrived in Celadon, and Polly's eyes drifted to the tallest building in the city. "Hey, we should stop at the department store too," Polly started. "Oh, come on! I want to go to the gym already." I guess I'll let you take over.
Do you want to do it, or do you want me to keep on doing it? Because I did read a little bit. I need to go and refill my cup of water first. Hold up.
It's not enough.
I mean, I could keep doing it while you're away.
Okay, I will be back in a second.
Didn't shut it back immediately. Doesn't hurt to be prepared with more potions, Danny. Plus, our food supply is getting low now. Holly replied, standing her ground. We can't have that. Gotta have energy to Pokemon battle, Steven chimed in, nodding in agreement. Danny sighed, realizing he was outnumbered. Reluctantly nodded, knowing the tide was turning against him. As they approached the department store, Polly's eyes lit up at the sight of several banners advertising big sales. "We came at the perfect time!" she exclaimed, her excitement infectious. Try not to take too long," Danny droned, crossing his arms as he prepared for what he knew would be a lengthy shopping trip. Out of the corner of her eye, Susan spotted a familiar face. Standing behind the corner of the building was Eric, motioning to her and clearly trying not to draw too much attention. "Hey guys, I have to go do something. I'll be right back," Susan said, running off before anyone could ask questions. "What? Okay, we'll meet you out front," Polly asked her, but Susan was already focused on Eric. She walked to the edge of the building. Eric was waiting, dressed in normal clothing. It felt odd not seeing him in his Team Rocket uniform. "Eric, what are you doing here?" Susan asked, her curiosity piqued. He fidgeted for a moment before replying. "Oh, well, I wanted to let you know I left Team Rocket. I'm staying here in the city now." I'd like Carrie to be here for this part. Oh, please.
Okay, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
hey,
here.
there
What is
you are.
happening?
Perfect timing. Okay, so the only thing you missed is Eric, the guy who was with Team Rocket, was motioned to Susan. She's like kind of trying to get her attention, so she separated from the group to go talk to him, basically.
Yikes.
Stranger danger good.
Oh, I wanted to let you know I left Team Rocket. I'm staying here in the city.
That sounds obviously sus.
Yeah. I guess you can read now.
Okay. Susan's smile really washing over. That's great. I'm so happy you moved on from them. They are the worst. Susan exclaimed, her expression turning grumpy as she thought of all the trouble Team Rocket had caused. Actually, what was their deal? Because we saw Jesse and James left it, I think, and then the other two also left it.
Yeah.
What did they do? I don't think Team Rocket has anything to do with Team Aqua, right? And Team all those teams.
Yeah, they don't. The teams usually don't interact with each other, except in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. There is a big collaboration.
What the heck? Okay, let's see. Do. Yeah, Eric said, averting his eyes. Susan noticed a bit of nervousness in his demeanor and wondered what could be troubling him. Hey, is everything okay? She asked, concerned. She couldn't help but think that leaving Team Rocket might have caused him a lot of trouble. No, it's just that, he started looking uncomfortable. After a moment of hesitation, he took a deep breath. Would you go out with me? He asked awkwardly, his face slightly flushed. Susan couldn't believe what she was hearing at first. Her cheeks exploded in a shade of red. What do you say? She stammered, her voice shaking. Well, I like you and I want to ask you out. Susan's brain couldn't process the situation she found herself in. We're getting a kind of interesting filler episode in here. No boy had ever asked her out on a date before, and she felt like she might fall over from shock at any moment. Well, Susan stammered, her voice tumbling out in a rush. That's okay, I understand if you don't want to. Eric said sadly, his gaze dropping. No, it's not that. Susan shook her head vigorously, finally calming down with a deep breath. It's just that you have to travel with us. Well, I don't think that would work. You and Danny don't get along, so... She said, her voice trailing off as sadness washed over her. It's okay, I understand. Eric replied, giving her the weak smile. Still, if you want to change your mind, just call on my pocket gear. He handed Susan a piece of paper. Susan took the piece of paper. Hey, that's the old way before we get all the iPhones and stuff.
Yeah.
You just go and exchange a piece of paper and say, if you want to call the number, please do.
That's kind of how I mean, it does save numbers, but I mean, I don't think it's like smartphones where like, oh, I'll just QR code or wirelessly transfer number thing or whatever we're doing nowadays.
Well, if you were doing with me, you better start writing lots of letters.
Oh, that's before phones.
The what?
Oh, that's before phones.
By the way, did you get the Christmas cards or something?
Not yet.
Well, that takes a while. What happened?
Susan took the piece of paper, her cheeks flushing even more. Somehow this simple action made her feel even more flustered. Yeah, I will, she said, barely managing to meet his gaze. Bye, Eric, she said, turning and running back towards the department store entrance, her heart racing.
As she hurried away, she could feel Eric's eyes on her, and she stole one last glance back to see him standing there, deep in thought. She looked a mix of hopeful and disappointed, and it tugged at her heartstrings. Inside the store, Polly was examining a fancy new bag, pondering whether she should purchase it. Ugh, hurry up already! Danny said to... Danny is like me as a kid. I was like... I mean, I probably didn't, like, complain to my mom. I probably just sat there in silence, but whenever I'd have to go out and my mom was shopping for, like, a long time, I'd be like... Yeah, I mean, it's funny because, like, nowadays I just have a smartphone and be like, I'm playing a game. Yeah, back then it was, like, so boring. I should have had a book. That's what I should have done back then. I should have been carrying around a book to read.
Wait, is that what you were doing when you were waiting for your mom to pick something and then you're like, oh. Wait, who are you waiting?
I was just like be waiting in the store for my mom to go shopping for clothes or something, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely.
Oh, wait, hold on for a second. What are we listening to? Team Aqua appears. Wow, I don't remember this music at all. Anyway. Inside the store, Polly examined fancy new bag. Hurry up already! Danny said, tapping his foot impatiently. Polly looked annoyed, and then a mischievous expression crossed her face. Oh, why don't you get lost again like that day at the Pokemart and cry for Mom, she teased, a smile on her lips. Danny's face turned bright red, and Talon and Stephen started snickering. Polly, not in front of the guys! Danny exclaimed, clearly flustered. Who gets lost at a Pokemart? Stephen asked, still chuckling. I was 3! Danny shouted back, his embarrassment only growing. Just then, Susan popped back into the group, as if she had never left. Oh, there you are, Suze. Did you take care of whatever it was? Polly asked, her curiosity peaked. Susan thought about it for a moment before responding. Yeah, all taken care of. So, to Danny's relief, it didn't take them long to finish up. Soon they made their way downtown to the local gym. Unlike some gyms, the area outside made it immediately clear which type of Pokemon they focused on. A large garden filled with vibrant colors of flowers greeted them, and they could see gym trainers working together to water and care for the beautiful landscape. Susan's eyes lit up at the sight, and she felt an overwhelming sense of peace and joy. She immediately bent down to smell one of the flowers, inhaling some sweet fragrance. Polly grinned as she watched her friend. I bet our grass Pokemon would enjoy this place too, she said, reaching for her Pokeball. Susan nodded in agreement, and soon several of their Pokemon appeared in a burst of light. Jungala, the Tangela, immediately stretched out its vines, eager to explore the garden. It moved gracefully among the flowers, wrapping its tendrils around the colorful blooms, gently swaying them in the breeze. Jungala seemed to be in a heaven, enjoying the vibrant colors and sweet scents of it. Leafy, the bayleaf, trotted out to the patch of particularly lush greenery. It began to munch on the leaves, clearly pleased with the fresh foliage. After nibbling for a moment, Leafy lifted its head and let out a happy bleat, as if to say, "This is the best snack ever!" Paris scuttled around the garden, its little legs moving quickly as it explored the area. It paused to inspect the soil, using its mushroom caps to absorb nutrients from the rich earth. Oh, dude, Paris. No, you poor soul. You don't realize the fate that awaits you when you evolve. Skiploom floated gently above the flowers, its soft petals catching the sunlight. It danced in the air, spinning and twirling as it released fluffy spores that glittered like tiny stars, adding to the garden's beauty. It seemed to be in a playful mood, occasionally swooping down to tease Paris, who looked up with a mixture of confusion and curiosity. And then Stephen's Meganium Brontoleaf emerged from its Pokeball, towering over the others with its gentle presence. It surveyed the garden with a wise gaze, and began using its long neck to reach up and gently nudge the taller flowers, encouraging them to grow. As it moved, the flowers seemed to bloom even brighter, as if responded to Brontoleaf's nurturing energy. This place is amazing! The young girl's eyes lit up, and she playfully tossed out one of her own Pokeballs in the air and caught it with a flourish. Of course, right this way. Wait, hold on. I think part of the dialogue got cut out here. Hold on. They were supposed to meet a girl and she was supposed to, like, welcome them, but I think it got cut. Hold on. I can fix this real quick. I can fix this. Let's see. One of the... Oh, my character's going to be freaking out because I got my emotes tied to my... Oh, well, my character's just going to freak out for a bit, guys. One of the gym trainers... Welcome to the Celadon Gym. Like what you see?
Sorry, I was drinking water and then I saw an ant that was in my cup for some reason. Again! Yeah, sorry about that.
I just had to rewrite something that got deleted.
Wait, what got deleted?
They were gonna meet like a gym trainer that came over and it's like, "Oh, are you enjoying our gym so far?" or something like that. Got completely deleted. So I had to rewrite it. Let's see. One of the gym trainers walked over to welcome them. Welcome to the Celadon Gym. Like what you see? She asked. This place is amazing! Susan exclaimed. The young girl's eyes lit up, and she playfully tossed one of her own Pokeballs in the air and caught it in a flourish. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, hold on. I think we missed something else. Yeah, it's great, but we're here to challenge the gym leader. Denise rushed forward. There. Okay, I think that fixes everything. The young girl's eyes lit up and she playfully tossed one of her Pokeballs in the air and caught it with a flourish. Of course, right this way, she said, leading them into the gym. As they entered, Susan felt a wave of admiration for the people around her. Her long green hair seemed to blend perfectly. Hold on, my character's freaking out. Stop freaking out, character! There we go. Blend perfectly, drawing attention to wherever she went. The main battle area opened up before them, overflowing with grass and plants. The gym managers had clearly gotten creative with the verticality of the space. Planters and vines hung from the ceiling, creating a lush canopy of green. Susan's eyes widened as she looked at the vibrant scene. Grass Pokemon, including Bellsprout, Oddish, and Bulbasaur, ran about playfully, weaving in and out of the foliage. The atmosphere was alive, with a sound of rustling leaves and playful Pokemon chatter. Cheerful Pokemon chatter. Close enough. This place is incredible! Susan exclaimed, her heart racing with excitement. Yeah, it's like a dream, Polly added, her eyes scanning the gym for potential challengers. Okay, I guess it's your turn, Carrie.
Yeah, sorry for about the scare, guys.
Yeah, my cup of water got jumped by ants
Yeah.
again.
Oh gosh.
See, whoopsie daisy, eventually, they were led to a more mature woman with short black hair. She was kneeling down, petting the gloom that seemed very affectionate towards her. She was knelt down? Seriously? That was a very interesting way of saying it. I thought that she was kneeling down or something.
Okay. She was kneeling, petting her.
She knelt down. Yeah, let's change it to kneeling. It's fine. Okay.
She was kneeling down, petting the gloom that seemed very affectionate towards her. As she stood up and turned towards them, Susan immediately noticed the woman's colorful and elegant kimono. Hello, visitors. I'm Erika, the gym leader here, she said in a proper way. Oh, I love your kimono, Susan suddenly exclaimed, feeling a rush of admiration. Then she stepped back and felt embarrassed by her outburst. Erika just smiled and said, Likewise, it's wonderful to see another young lady with such excellent taste. You're the only one I've seen wearing a kimono since I came to Kanto, Susan said, her shyness creeping back in. I guess that you came from Johto. Erika observed her eyes sparkling with interest. Then it couldn't hold back anymore and jumped in front of Susan. That's right! Me and my friend are here to challenge you for the badge! Then he couldn't help it anymore, and did I say that? Yeah. Erika's expression changed to one of seriousness. I figure as much. Very well. I'd accept your challenge. We'll have two-on-two matches. Susan felt a twinge of disappointment at missing out on further conversation with Erika, but she couldn't help but chuckle at Danny being his usual enthusiastic self. Yeah, we keep on fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and normal stuff during lifetime is boring and fighting and fighting and Together, they made their way to a large battle area covered in soft green grass, which contrasted beautifully with the colorful flowers surrounding it. I call first! Stephen announced, hopping forward with determination. Then he shrugged and stepped back to join Polly and the others, who were watching with eager anticipation. The referee called out the usual gym rules as Stephen and Eric stared at each other intensely. Intensely?
And I feel like it should be intensely. There we go.
Okay, let's do this. F-15! Stephen declared, bringing out his scummery.
Let's defend this precious garden. Now go, Victory Bell! Oh, it's glitter! Well, not really glitter.
Not quite.
Let's see. Erica exclaimed, her voice steady and commanding. F-15, use Fury Attack! Stephen ordered, confidence radiating from him. Victory Bell, use Sleep Powder! Erica shouted, determination in her eyes. F-15 flew in, attacking with its sharp wings. However, in the midst of its assault, Victory Bell released a puff of poison, and soon the metal bird was fast asleep. A puff of powder, rather. Not good, Polly said, her concern evident. Good. Now use Sword Dance, Erica yelled as Victory Bell raised its attack. F-15 simply laid still, a victim of the sleep powder. That's not a quote. I don't know why you have a quote there. That's not a quote. We're not done yet. F-15, you snore! Stephen added enthusiastically. F-15 let out a loud snoring sound, which surprisingly blasted Victory Bell back a bit. Attack while it can't hit. Hit it. Attack while it can't. Hit it with Body Slam, Erica commanded. The grass Pokemon leaped in the air, coming down with incredible force. Wake up! Stephen shouted, desperation creeping in his voice, but it was no use. Victory Bell slammed down on its foe. Still, Stephen smiled, looking ready for more. This could be our chance. Wake up and use Drill Peck! He cried. Suddenly, F-15 woke and immediately hit Victory Bell with a brutal flying attack, the sharp beak striking true. The catcher plant Pokemon fell back from the severe damage, reeling from the impact. Catch it with Vine Whip! Catch it with Vine Whip Wrap! Erica ordered, her tone unwavering. Let's see. Not happening. Steel Wing, let's go! Stephen yelled, his determination refueling him. Victory Bell's vines crept in, but F-15 defended itself with its glowing metal wings, easily cutting the vines away. Time to wrap this up! Use Fly now! As Stephen called, excitement building in his voice. Put it to sleep again, Eric commanded, her eyes narrowing as she prepared for another round. F-15 soared high into the air, driving down at a fantastic speed. However, Victory Bell was preparing another round of sleep powder. Oh no, not more sleep! Polly exclaimed, her worry etched in her face. But Stephen didn't look worried at all. Whirlwind Flip Attack! He declared. F-15 added a quick flap of its wings, clearing out the dangerous power, and then spun around, slamming Victory Bell and knocking it out. Good job, Steve! One down! Danny called out, his excitement palpable. Susan looked on in awe, impressed with Erica's strategic use of grass Pokemon so far. Well played, but now you face my next Pokemon. Come on out, Jumpluff! Erica exclaimed, releasing her new contender. A blue, round Pokemon appeared, floating gracefully in the air. Jumpluff, the cottonweed Pokemon. Jumpluff can be found in sunny, warm places, where it uses its fluff, cotton-like body to float on the wind. Despite its light appearance, it is known for its resilience and agility in battle. Jumpluff can create clones of itself to confuse opponents, making it a tricky adversary. Oh wow, so my Skiploom evolves into that. It's so cute! Polly exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Yeah, but it looks kind of easy to push around to me. I don't know why I said it like that. Me. Looks kind of easy to push around to me, Daddy said, crossing his arms skeptically. Don't underestimate grass Pokemon, Susan replied, her voice firm. Okay, Carrie.
How many pages do we have left?
Jeez. Maybe we should take a break soon. Yeah, let's Let's
We can
okay. Let's
check
get
how
up
many
to where
pages we have left.
let's get up to where Steven finishes his battle, and then we'll take a break.
Time to heat things up. Go now, hot spike! He declared, bringing out his Typhlosion. Wait, that was his Typhlosion? Okay. His back lit up with mighty flames as he stared down at his opponent, radiating confidence. Now use Flame Wheel! Stephen ordered, his fiery energy surrounding Hot Spike. The fiery energy surrounding Hot Spike as it prepared to charge. Agility, maximum speed, out of there! Jumpluff increases speed, effortlessly dodging as Hot Spike came rolling in engulfed in flames. Poison powder now! Oh, don't we hate that one so much when we were doing the full course battle? Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously though, melee is a godsend.
Yeah. Thank goodness steel types can't be poisoned.
Not good, Danny said, concern creeping into his voice. This will be long over before the poison can bring down Hot Spike. Now use Amber. I wonder about that. Erica smiled, her confidence unwavering. Now Jumpluff, use Double Team. Hot Spike unleashed his fireball, but Jumpluff swiftly created several copies of itself in a speedy illusion. The flames whizzed through the air, hitting nothing but empty space where Jumpluff had just been. Now, while he's distracted, use Leech Seed. Erica commanded, her voice sharp. The real Jumpluff launched a seed that latched onto Hot Spike, sending the roots into the ground and beginning to drain its energy. Not this time, Hot Spike! Get free with a flame wheel! Stephen shouted, determination etched on his face. Hot Spike burned the leech seed to cinders, but the poison was taking his toll, and Hot Spike was looking weaker. Take it down, use flamethrower! Stephen exclaimed, unleashing a large line of fire from Hot Spike's mouth. Finally, it landed, and Jumpluff panicked. Yeah, we got it! Stephen smiled, but Erica showed no sign of concern. Oh, dang.
Let's see. Use synthesis, she added calmly. Jumpluff healed itself as if nothing had happened. No way! Polly exclaimed in disbelief. Susan looked on, pleased to see Erica showcasing the true strength of grass Pokemon. Yeah, use Quick Attack, Stephen said, hoping to keep up with a speedy grass type. However, Jumpluff... let's see. Boop. Hold on. Let me fix this. Here we go. However, Jumpluff's double team made this impossible and the attack missed. I had no idea Hot Spike would have this much trouble, Danny said, watching the battlefield unfold. Steven looked frustrated, but made a quick decision. That's enough, Hot Spike. Return. Okay, F-15, I'm counting on you, he said, switching out his Pokemon. You won't be able to poison this one. F-15, use agility! Let's show her who the fastest flyer is! Steven called out. F-15 dashed about, becoming lightning quick. Let's see. Lightning quick. Hold on. How did I lose my place? Oh, here we go. Yeah. You still can't hit my Pokemon. Jumpluff, use Double Team. Erica ordered, her confidence unshaken. You're not the only one who can cause damage over time. Erica. F-15, use Sandstorm! Steven cried out. The metal bird flapped its wings, unleashing a brutal sandstorm. It began slowly tearing away at Jumpluff's defenses, and the double team started to fade. Use Stun Spore! Erica cried, her voice sharp with urgency. Fly up as high as you can, F-15! Steven ordered, and F-15 ascended to the top of the gym, staying out of the range of the paralyzing powder. Drill Peck straight down! Steven shouted. Like a streak of lightning from above, F-15 plunged into its foe, and Jumpluff was smashed into the ground, unable to withstand the powerful attack. The grass Pokemon fainted as the crowd erupted in cheers for Steven's victory. That's probably where we can leave it for today. Because we still got like 16 pages left. Alright. Okay, well, that's it for this live stream. I'm gonna try to
Thanks for watching,
these-
guys.
do these more often. Maybe.
It has been forever since we got that. Woo!
Yeah, I had to rewrite a lot of things. I had to. Yeah, I had to rewrite a lot of things. We lost like 3 chapters. 3 chapters I had to rewrite.
Wow.
And then I had to change one of the chapters because I didn't like it. But now we should be good for a while. So maybe I'll try to read more of this next week.
Yep.
Okay, see ya. Bye. End of the live stream.